Hello, Facebook world. Today is not really a big day. It's a normal day, but it's a really important day for me. So I thought I'd go live and share a little bit about the past 2 years for people who haven't been following me for 2 years and apparently have like some crazy hair happening here too. Just ignore that. So 2 years ago to the day, I decided to start thriving. Not only did I decide to start thriving, I decided to randomly click the promoter button because I was impatient and I didn't understand that I could thrive for free as a customer. So that's a completely different story though. That's just part of me being impatient like normal. And if you know me, you know how impatient I am. So Eliza, hello. I don't have my contacts in or my glasses on, so I can't see anything. I'm like a little old person staring at the screen just to see whose name popped up. But anyways, so 2 years ago today, I clicked that button. Holy crap. If you have been social media friends with me, or if you know me in real life and you have been with me on this journey over the past 2 years, like everything I'm about to say, you've probably heard before, maybe not. If you have not been, then welcome. So let's take it back a little further than 2 years before I clicked that button and got started on the crazy journey that I have been on. And again, if you know me in real life or have been on my social media for more than 2 years, you probably already know this, but we had been trying for a child for about 8 years. And if you've ever been on that journey, like you already know the struggles that are with that, and you already know the emotions that come with that. So just to kind of get you in the emotional mindset that I was. So we had tried for about 8 years to have a child and it had not happened. And then we finally got pregnant with our daughter Marley, and we lost her in the second trimester, which was awful. I was in a really bad mindset and I had started going through postpartum depression, even though I didn't have this child in my hands. And then, by the grace of God, we got pregnant again 4 months later with our son Maverick. Whew, that was a whirlwind pregnancy. I was seeing specialists weekly, sometimes more than once a week. We had a million appointments. I had a high-risk pregnancy. At 20 weeks, we had to be taken in for an emergent cervical cerclage surgery to stitch my cervix up and keep our lovely rainbow baby in. So it was a very crazy pregnancy, and it was emotional. And I was still on that emotional roller coaster from just losing our daughter. I now know that it was too soon for me mentally and physically, but at the time, of course, I would have never thought that. So here comes out Maverick, our perfect little, now spoiled, rainbow baby, who had some issues when he was born, and we spent a month in the NICU. Man. And if you're a NICU parent, like, you get it. It was awful. It was emotional, it was stressful. My husband had used all of his paid time off and had to go back to work, so I felt completely alone there. Then we got sent home after our month stay, and he was on 24/7 oxygen. So we were in this bubble and no one could even come and see us. Literally, no one could come and visit us. I think we had like 2 visitors. It was sparse. We had to be in a bubble, and then all of a sudden, a freaking pandemic hit. Like, literally, our bubble just got even smaller. So, I say all this to bring you to my mindset. 2 years ago, it was March 27th, but so about a week before that, I was crying every day. I was super depressed. Postpartum had hit me. Being in that bubble for so long with him on oxygen, he had gotten off the oxygen and then we're immediately, quarantined because of COVID, and we couldn't trust anyone around his little immune system. So I was super sad. I was in like a super bad place. And I'm like, something has to change. Something has to change. And he agreed. Like, he was over my bullshit too, guys. Like, I was so emotional. I had tried Thrive once in 2016, and it had made me scrub my kitchen with bleach. Like, I was literally with a toothbrush scrubbing the grout on the floor and the baseboards. Like, it gave me all kinds of energy. And, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, like, what do I need? I need something that makes me feel good, something that gives me energy. I need to get up off this couch with this newborn and feel better. So I reached out to the girl who 4 years prior I had tried Thrive with and said, okay, like, it's my time. I'm ready. And me being me, blocked out anything that she had to say. Sorry, Samantha, if you're watching. I didn't listen to her. I just knew, like, we just had a newborn. He just used all this paid time off. I don't care how much it is. Like, I don't want to spend money on it. I'm a cheapskate when it comes to certain things. Like, I just don't want to spend money. So in my head, I'm like looking through the website on my own without asking questions. And I saw that it said you could Thrive for free. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I don't want to promote anything. Like, been there, done that. I don't want to, but if I could get it for free, whatever. So I clicked the promoter button, and all of a sudden she messages me like, what are you doing? Like, we've not even had a conversation yet. And I'm like, I need to Thrive for free. And then that's when I realized that you can Thrive for free as a customer. Oops. So I accidentally became a promoter without really wanting to. Man, am I glad that I did. So here I am, March 27th, 2 years ago, clicked that promoter button. I literally made a post on my Facebook, like, I'm getting ready to start this product. This is what it is. And this is what it's supposed to make me do. Like, it's supposed to give me energy. That's all I cared about at the moment. And all of my friends and family who were on social media at that time had followed this roller coaster of our life. Like, they saw my posts go from my normal happy self to, like, supposed to be happy, and it just wasn't happening. Like, I was stressed, I was overwhelmed. And then we were all in a pandemic. Life, right? So I just made that simple post. Like, I need to feel happy. Who wants to do it with me? And all of a sudden, my mailbox was flooded with people like, okay, like, maybe tell me more information. I had no clue information. So I'm literally just sending people to my friend, like, help me, I don't know what to do. And apparently that's what I was supposed to do. It was a snowball effect, literally. 43 days later, I had hit the second rank in the company. Like, I blew past the first one, like, super quick. And I didn't even know what that meant at the time. I just knew that I was thriving for free, which is what I needed because I was not paying money for it. I was getting a paycheck, and we had decided that I wasn't even going back to work yet. So all of a sudden, I'm bringing in money that I wasn't even planning on. So I'm like, okay, like, let's go shopping for baby clothes, I guess. That's what I did in the beginning. And then 43 days in, I hit the auto bonus rank, which means that they started paying us for a vehicle. We didn't want to go get a new vehicle. I had no clue what this company was even really about yet. I was still so new. I just knew that the product made me feel good. So we didn't. So they gave me a cash option of that, which I'm like, okay, free extra cash for nothing. That's cool. All of a sudden, all of my friends who had now started getting their product and been thriving were feeling good. And they're clicking the promoter button very anxiously, just like I did. And it just snowballed. Like, literally, when I tell people my first year was a blur, like, it was a blur. I was earning bonuses and ranks and meeting all of these new people I had no clue that I needed in my life. Like, looking back at it now, I needed a whole new circle, and I was unaware. I did not join this company for friends. Like, I was good, right? I joined it for energy. So after I had been with the company for, I think, 6 months, I finally told Sean, like, we've been losing money, like actually losing money every month, because when they give you the cash bonus, they give you $300. If you have one of the vehicles that's approved on their list, you get $800. So I said to him, you've been looking at trucks forever. Like, oh my gosh, forever. Go get one. We're losing $500 a month because you haven't went and gotten a truck yet. So he finally went out and got his dream truck. And I got to say, like, I pay for that. My company pays for that. Yeah, of course he could pay for that, but he doesn't have to. We don't have to. It's free. So that was like a big point for us, for him to realize, oh, okay, it's just gonna pay for a truck. It's not too good to be true. And it wasn't. Like, it literally continued happening that way. So the first truck came, and then we actually end up upgrading for one, I believe, in September. So now he has a second truck from it, which is pretty awesome. But so that was the first year. And then all of a sudden, I'm earning trips. We got to go to Cabo for free, Puerto Vallarta for free. I earned Punta Cana, and we should have been there in February, but we decided to stay back this year. I know, stay back on a free trip, crazy, but we did. All of these things have happened. And remember, I said in the very beginning, I just cared about the energy. I literally could not care about anything else or anything that she had to say at that moment. I just wanted to feel better. Being in that postpartum state of mind and the pandemic, like, I just needed to feel good. So I don't know what's happening downstairs. Just ignore any background music or singing. I don't know what they're doing. I slowly started to realize, besides feeling better, oh, okay, I'm losing weight. I'm not doing anything. Like, okay, like that's an added bonus, right? So I lost 45 pounds from March to December of that first year. And then I kind of hit a plateau. And I'm like, do I get up off my ass and actually start like working out and eating better? Like, it was a pivotal point for me. What do I do? And then they unleashed the Ultimate Thriver, and I jumped all in. Since then, I am down 96 pounds. I've been maintaining that weight. I haven't lost more since then, but I've also not been eating or exercising as much. So I'm at 96 pounds down. And remember, I started for energy. Obviously, I needed to lose weight, but it was not on my mind. So I started for the energy. I got the weight loss. I have met some of the best friends that you can imagine. Like, literally, when something exciting, something stressful, something frustrating, no matter what it is happens, I immediately run to these group of people, like my circle of people who, yeah, some of them I knew, but I would have never been that close with them if it wasn't for this business. Like, I didn't even know I needed them. I just thought I needed energy. So here we are. Today is 2 years to the day that I clicked that button, and holy shit, guys. Like, excuse me saying shit and all the other things, but this is a raw and real live. Best decision I've ever made. I guess besides my husband, like, should I throw that in there? Like, he was a good decision too, guys. It took me a real long time to realize that, but no, like, Thrive has completely changed my life. The product, the company, Le-Vel, has completely changed my life. And it sounds so cliche until you experience it for yourself, and then you're like, oh, okay, like, she's not crazy. Like, she wasn't just trying to sell me something. Like, I get it now, right? So happy 2-year Thrive anniversary to me. And I hope that if you have not already joined me in this crazy journey, that one day, if you're sitting there and you're like, I need a change, remember my words, even if it's 4 years down the road from now, because that's how long it took me. Like, remember these words, go back, I'll be here waiting. I don't cold message. Like, I'm not a creepy salesperson, so I will never cold message you in your inbox. So if you're waiting on me to reach out, girl, boy, whoever, it ain't gonna happen. You have to reach out to me. So have a lovely Sunday, and I'm here when you're ready. Bye, guys.